Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my TED Talk. Today, we will be chatting about what makes for a good character design. I have a few thoughts about it. I just wanna share them. This stream has been 2 years in the making. Um, the first time I ever talked about this topic was during one of my art streams. Actually, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I can post it in chat. This was back when I was still um, a mute VTuber. I basically just I'm just quiet. I don't use my voice. I basically just use text to communicate. So here's the stream. I was doing a commission, and then Xenoblade was brought up, and I was like, "Hey, Xenoblade's cool. I really like the music. However, the character designs are kind of ass in this franchise." So, um, we started talking about it, and I spent like 2-3 hours just talking about it without actually drawing about character designs in media, and mostly just making fun of Xenoblade. So I wanted to follow up on it. This is like what, year and a half, 2 years. This stream has I've been waiting up on following that up. But yeah, I should probably say howdy to everyone. Howdy, Andy. Howdy, Spectre. Howdy, Horatio. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you're all doing well. Salmon, I'm gonna ban you for that. That is so untrue. You cannot say that in my chat. Golden Sun is like miles better. Okay, but yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible, Salmon. And Prisma, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. So today I'll just be talking about like the foundation, right? What makes for a good character design, all the principles, all the things that I like, all the things I don't like. Um, and then tomorrow I will rank your character designs. I have this tweet here. Let me pull it up as well. Let me pull it up. Scroll. Where is it? There it is. If you would like, feel free to reply to this tweet with your OC design, with your VTuber design, with one of your favorite characters. Because I'll do like a tier list, ranking them, talking about things I like, things I dislike about your designs, and maybe like giving criticism, giving suggestions. Maybe I'm not like a professional character designer, right? But I know what I like. I know what makes something good, and I think I could maybe benefit you somewhat. But yeah, let's start. What is character design? This is gonna be very scuffed. I don't have PowerPoint, so I'm just gonna use Clip Studio for this. Okay. So character design. What do you guys think character design is? Character design is the process of creating characters for a specific purpose. Creating characters for a specific purpose. Right? That's the basic Wikipedia definition of it, right? However, what I would prefer is using a character's visuals to tell information about the character. So it's basically just like a cheat sheet. Oh, Lamau. We love this. Let's reset display. Using a character's visuals to tell information. Tell like any kind of information about the character, right? And howdy, BB1. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's basically just, hey, my character is XYZ, and I'm gonna use uh, this specific design trait, this specific element to tell people at a glance, hey, this is my character. This is what they do. This is how they act, and that's basically it. So that's what I would think. I would say what character design is, right? Do you guys have any thoughts? Because I think this is a good enough definition of it. Okay, so next, what makes a character design good, right? There can be good character designs, there can be bad character designs. I would say, personally, um, like I said earlier, a design that tells a story. But how do you tell a story? Basically, through character design is basically storytelling visually. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So there's four things that I would say would make for a good character design, right? Or basis for a good character design, and they all end with Y or TY, something like that, right? To make it easier for you to remember, which is clarity, recognizability, story, and memory. I can talk more about all these specific ones in a little bit. But let's see. So what you're saying is, if I design a character with a straw hat and holding a hoe, you would say you would already know they're a farmer without being told. Exactly, exactly. But that's also just surface level, right? Just because they're holding a straw hat and a hoe, that only tells you about their job. What about their personality? What about their motives in life? What about how far they are in life? So you tell that information. You convey that information through this stuff like this. So you can make them old. Hey, I have experience. You can make them big and fat, right? To say, oh, this guy, he since he's a farmer, he works hard, but he's big and fat, so maybe he profits a lot from his work. Um, so he has enough money to, I don't know, stuff himself with other kinds of food and not just the stuff he farms, right? A character is UX and UI. Yeah. So clarity is basically like, basically just distilling the essence of the character without any worthless design elements just tacked on for zero reason. So just all the what's it called, all the most important things should stay on there, but all the extraneous details, if they don't really add anything, they should probably go away. Recognizability. So this is more like a character being iconic. So things like Mickey Mouse, SpongeBob, stuff like that. This is more for people who want to uh, like make it successful, right? Not just for a specific purpose, but for a lasting impact. So that's recognizability, how distinct the character is, how unique they are. Story is how well you implement their story into the design. So I talked about that earlier, right? About the farmer. Oh, he's old, he's fat. That means he is successful enough as a farmer to be able to buy other things, become gluttonous. He doesn't really, even though he works hard, he doesn't really. Yeah, yeah. um, so how well you can convey that story is story, and memory is how easy they are to remember for someone who doesn't really doesn't really study things clearly, right? So SpongeBob, I brought him up earlier. Oh, he's just a square with holes in it, with a long pointy nose. Let me draw something. So how easily you remember someone is also part of what makes a character design good. So SpongeBob, I'm just using a mouse for this. See, you don't need a lot there, but you can already tell this is SpongeBob. You don't even need his arms or legs. And I didn't even look him up, right? You can easily tell this is SpongeBob. Oh, this is Patrick. Howdy, Baguette. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is a Doodle Bob after he's been cut out of the entire story. But yeah, that's memory. How easily they are remembered and how easily they are recognized. Um, Even with the more extra elements removed. Yeah, Doodle Bob. But yeah, this is what I would say makes for a good character design. These elements. But how do you achieve those elements? Would you say? Any thoughts? Like, what specifically would you think? Oh, this is like one of the most important parts. Because I would say, personally, the most important part is silhouette. Silhouette. So simple. Simplicity is, of course, one of them. One of the things that Xenoblade doesn't do very well. It actually does like awfully. It's one of the worst things ever in that aspect. But yeah, we can talk about Xenoblade tomorrow or later on because I have an entire section dedicated to it about what makes for a bad character design. It's the entire origin of this stream right here. Me making fun of Xenoblade. But uh let's see. Okay, so silhouette. Rant, 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 rant. But yeah, okay, silhouette is basically if you take a character. Actually, I don't even have to describe it. Why don't I just show you? Okay. Why don't I just show you? Why go to Xenoblade for bad character design when Kingdom Hearts has good character design? I will stand for that. Even though I don't like it, it has good character design. We talked about it last stream. Um, During the Kingdom Hearts playthrough with Catherine. Kingdom Hearts has fantastic character design, uh, but I just don't like it personally, and that's okay. Character design can be good when even though character design can be good, even though you don't personally like it. What do you mean? What? If you want good character designs, play gotchas. Not all of them have good character designs, no, but some of them have great ones. Some of them have great character designs with caveats. Some of them have bad character designs that are still charming. Xenoblade has awful character designs. Mostly Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 3, from what I've seen, fixes most of it. But silhouette, back to silhouette. Let's just show you the most like just to prove a point, right? Let me show you one thing. And I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how. Okay. Tell me if you understand my point if I just show you this one picture. Okay? Who's that Pokemon? Do you understand what I mean about silhouette now? Do you recognize this Pokemon? Who is this Pokemon? Are you able to tell who it is just from silhouette? SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob, guys. It's Jigglypuff. Howdy, Mario. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. It's Pikachu. But yeah, this it's Clefairy. But yeah, silhouette is so important to a. That's not Pikachu, that's for sure. He's skinny as hell. He sure is, but you can still tell this is Pikachu. You can still tell the new Pikachu is Pikachu. That's from the extra elements, right? But you do understand. Howdy, by the way. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. You do understand how Fat Pikachu is so good. I love Fat Pikachu. Uh, Fat Pikachu, later on, I will bring up another element that makes for a good character design. And this Fat Pikachu embodies it a lot better than new Pikachu. But basically, if a character is recognizable, just from you blocking out all of the extra details and just focusing on silhouette, that means you've done very well. You've done a very good job at making the character good. So let's go through a few examples of good character design or character designs, and I'll show you, or I'll ask you if you recognize them. It'll be easy. It'll be easy. But we can talk more about this silhouette later. There's elements for here that I would like to talk more about. So this one. Who is this character? Who do you think this is? I don't know. I think it's really hard, guys. It's Mario. It's Mario, guys. It's Mario. It's really hard to tell. Hmm? He's spiky. He's blue. Uh, that's like 40 Sonic recolors. Exactly. This is Blade from. This is Blade from Super Smash Flash. Gold Steel the Hedgehog. This is Blade from Super Smash Flash, guys. Look at how cool he is. He's so cool, guys. Look at him. Okay, let me. Oh, spoilers. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, guys. I showed spoilers. Nothing personnel, kid. Maybe it's Adol. Could be one of those Archie comic ones. Is it Scourge? I don't know. I don't read the Archie comics. But this is very obviously Sonic, right? You can tell because of his spikes, because of his ears, because of his nose. I like Kiki better than Boo Boo, not gonna lie. The fact that you can tell the differences, or you have like a preference for both of them, makes them good designs too, right? But you can tell by his shoes. Uh, like even the new Sonic Boom one, right? Sonic Boom, Son. Even though the silhouette's a little different, you can still tell. You can still tell who this is. Let me recolor. It's a little different. I really like the Sonic Boom designs, like personally. Ew, what was that? Because they very much emphasize what makes the original designs distinct, while adding new traits that make them better. Not exactly better, but give more information about the characters. But yeah, you can still tell this is Sonic from the spiky hair, from the long legs, big feet, the ears, the nose or snout, I guess here. You can still tell this is Sonic. Howdy, Higa. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, that's enough of Sonic. This is very clearly Sonic from all the elements that you already seen. What's next? This one. Who is this character? Who do you guys think this is? He has looks like someone from Tumblr redesigned Sonic and make him dark skinned with freckles. Well, it can be. It can be. Chocobo. Adol. Guts. Guts from Berserk. No, this is Kirito from Sword Art Online. But yeah, who is this fella? Yes, spiky hair. He has a huge sword. He has big pants, big boots. He has a lot of what is this? Gears? What could they be? They look very unnatural. He's clearly not growing them from how skinny the rest of him is, right? Minecraft Steve? But it's Cloud. Obviously Cloud, right? But the fact that you have to say obviously with how clear it is, uh, just shows that it's such a good character design, right? I don't know about the new versions. He has like different hair. It's more realistic, but it's less distinct. It's harder to differentiate him from other characters, but he's still pretty good. But yeah, that's Cloud. That's Cloud. What can you glean from this character design? Like just offhand, just um, off the cuff. What can you glean about his character design? This is yeah, not scripted, but let's see. He has a big sword. That means he's really strong. He takes great care of his hair. Yeah, he does take great care of his hair. His back must hurt. I don't know. His posture seems pretty good. I don't think his back would hurt. He has a big sword. That means he must kill big monsters. Jacked up beasts. I talked to a cuff now. Um, but yeah, he kills. He'd look good in dress. I would think so too. Look at how narrow his waist is. He has a corset right there. How he do that, dude? I don't know. But these funky pauldrons must mean he's in a not cyberpunk society, but more like steampunk, maybe. Something mostly revolving around metal. What's the aesthetic called that Cloud is in? But yeah, that's Cloud. He has very distinct outfits. You can easily tell who he is. Okay, let's go for something harder. We went for two distinct things with very distinct silhouettes. Sonic has the hair. No other character other than Arno's other Sonic characters, OCs, have the same or a similar silhouette. And Cloud has the very distinct hair and very distinct Buster Sword. Right? What about something more human? Will you be able to tell who this is? Something more realistic. Who would this guy be? Who is this man? There's very little to say about him, but it's still pretty recognizable, right? You can still tell who this guy is. Blizzard. A snake. Who is this man? Ryu from Street Fighter. Howdy, Quasi. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Big artist Quasi Modox watching Moody Presence's stream? No frickin' way. Boss. Solid Snake. But yeah, it's very clearly Snake, right? It's very clearly Snake. But how can you tell? There's very little elements here, making him distinct from other characters. Stop it! Huge artist, Quasimodo X. But yeah, it's Snake. You can tell because his render is plastered. Yeah, it's kind of cheating, right? Why do you keep tricking us? I don't know. This is like, I think this is a Brawl model, right? This is very, it's very recognizable. This specific model. That's no way Snake. But yeah, you can tell due to his hair. First off, his hair is very distinct. That's a random paramedic on a helicopter. Exactly. You can tell by his headband. I wonder if you can do that with movie characters. With good movie characters, yeah, yeah, 100%. The Brawl model when he had an ass, yeah. If he took away the band and mold, maybe it would be harder. It would probably be harder. But that would also be cheating, right? Because this is essential parts of a character's model or a character's design. Are you still kind of able to tell it's Snake? It looks more like the Splinter Cell dude. Oh, howdy, Jasmine. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Never really thought about a good character design through being recognizable just by their silhouette. Well, I'm glad to have shared this information with you. That's Peter Griffin. He looks like Cable. Oh yeah, he sure does. He sure does. But yeah, Jasmine, I'll be talking more about good character design, what I like about it, how things make good. Guy looks like he's from X-Men now. Exactly. That's how crucial just like these small design elements are. But yeah, later on I'll be talking about more things, other things. This is Solid Snake. You won't really be able to tell just by his the rest of his outfit alone, but the head, which is the most important part, right? I know those huge ears anywhere. Yeah, the head is the most important part. Head and upper body are the most important parts of a good character design. You need at least two strong character elements to have good character design, even if the rest is super simple. Exactly. Cal said it better than I could. But yeah, next. Are you able to tell who this is? Who is this man? Who is this man? Who is this dude? Who's this guy? Hmm. That's Dante from Devil May Cry. That's Moody. Sasuke. Yeah, yeah. I realized only afterwards. And oh, holy cow. This hair looks a lot like Sasuke's. Must be another Final Fantasy character. Sasuke hair, true. Um, the important parts are no the hair, of course. Oops. The important parts are the hair. The hair. Wait, let me use this one. The hair, the bulky upper body, but short, smaller upper arms, and the this robe area here. I think that's what makes this design quite unique, quite distinct from other designs. But let me reset display. But as you can see, this is very much clearly a garbage human being, a garbage character. Who is this man? I don't know who this guy is. Who is this dude? Um, I tried my best to make my character distinct using the principles I learned. I found to be pleasing in other characters. I tried my best. I hope it was clear here. I hope it was clear. This new design, it's not really. It's comparatively not as distinct, but I think with the cape and the hair, of course, I think there's enough here differentiating it from others that would make it good. I mostly just made it as a formal outfit first, then as a character design afterwards, because I already have a character design, right? I don't really I don't really have to fall back on it. But yeah, that's me. That's just me stroking myself off. But that's testament to a good character design. What else? What else? What else can we talk about? You got the collar too. Yeah, the collar. Oh yeah, I guess the collar is good too. The collar is good too. Okay. After this, since silhouette's like quite important, we can close this. We can talk about shape theory. So this is like a popular. I don't know what kind of a test it is, but it's a kind of test. Basically, you get two names. Let me copy and paste this. There we go. Usually, you get two names, Booba and Kiki, and you have to assign one of the names to one of the shapes, right? Or maybe I shouldn't do that. This is a very popular test. I mean Kiki. The real test. But yeah, if you were to choose which name would be associated with which shape? Is Booba over here? I I would think, since there's a lot of very round shapes in this word, and a lot of softer sounds in it as well. I would say it's a more softer, a more rounder name. So I would associate it with the softer and rounder shape over here. So I would associate Booba with this one. And since Kiki is more sharper, more angular within the word itself and within the way you say it, the way you pronounce it, I would say that Kiki is associated with this one. The real question is, which one would you associate with Moody Presence? Which one would you guys associate with Moody Presence? Booba Sharp. Why would you say that? BB1. Why would you say that Booba is the sharp one? And for more information, whenever people do this test on others, like do like a quiz, not a quiz, but yeah, something like that. People usually associate Booba with this one and Kiki with this one. I can flip it around. Frick the status quo. But yeah, this is how it normally goes. And you do understand that, right? Softer softer shapes, more angular shapes. Booba booba. And if you were to associate like traits to each of these shapes, what traits would you associate with them? Like, for example, I would personally associate Kiki as, since it's a very sharp one, has like an explosive personality. Big boobas, yeah. You do the same thing with male and female perfume. Really, that's pretty cool. But a more explosive personality, a more outgoing, a more since it's more angular, maybe more aggressive. Since it's very sharp, maybe it has a more how would I say this? A more forward moving, a more go getting personality or traits. And I would associate the rounder one with more caring, more friendly, harder to approach to. Yeah, since it's very spiky, right? Very soft for Booba over here. That's what I would associate, like all the traits I would associate with both of these personalities. Booba's laid back. Yeah. Here, let me write it down. Let me pull up my. Oh, there we go. So this one, rounder, softer. Sorry for my bad handwriting. Uh, laid back, friendly, caring. You can tell all of these, or you can assume all of these just by the shape language. That's how much that's how much silhouettes and shapes convey all the information. And over here, Kiki, I would say aggressive, hard to approach. What else? Go getting, explosive. What's another one? One last one. Not forward moving, but maybe outgoing. Speedy physical attacker, exactly. Zero defense. But the Booba is more well rounded. Well rounded is also good. Oops. There we go. Like Lex walks on the beach. Yeah. You can assume that just by just shapes. Like what how? You could use slow for Booba. Slow would be good. Slow, fast, very defensive maybe. Um offense. There's a lot of things. Kiki impulsive. Howdy Biscuit, thank you for stopping by. Did you get any sleep? Right now I'm just talking about character designs and how like what makes for a good one. And right now we're just talking about Kiki and Booba. Panty and Stalking, yeah. This is Panty. Stalking. More reserved since yeah. Only an hour. Probably gonna take a nap again in a bit because of no work. Okay, that's good then. Go take your nap, Biscuit. But would you like to associate some traits with these shapes? If you have any that aren't already on the screen. I mean, half the stuff is covered up by me because I'm so huge, dude. You look huge. Hey, ladies. But yeah, the fact that you can pull all these traits from just stupid shapes, like nobody spent more than like 2 minutes on each of these, right? But you can gather so much information. It's absurd. It's absurd. But that's the strength of shapes and design, basically. But that's it. Next one, after Kiki and Booba, is shape theory. It's basically Kiki and Booba, but uh, expanded upon, right? It's basically the same thing. This one is carrying, right? You guys can probably assume things from just circles, squares, and triangles. This one's carrying, friendly. This one is reliable, like a foundation, a solid foundation, a brick wall, unmoving. Oh shoot, you are doing the character design stream now? I sure am. Howdy Suzuki, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. And this one's triangle. It's aggressive. Go getting. Yeah, feel free to reply under the tweet. I'm doing the ranking stream tomorrow. The triangle one's cunty. Cunty. Like ignore the people first. Only care about the shapes first. Healer, tech, and DPS. Yeah. Healer, tank, DPS. The ranking is tomorrow. I wanted to watch this too, though, so I'll stay. I appreciate it. Wait, they don't combine Kiki and Booba? Oh, what do you mean? This isn't. This is in addition to Kiki and Booba, right? It's basically Kiki and Booba, but with a new one, which is the square. Triangle is younger Tower Shield. This is younger Tower Shield. This is middle-aged Tower Shield. Teen Tower. 40s Tower. Kiki and Booba design theory taken to its simplest BB1. Where's the healer? This one's the healer. Since she's round and carrying. But yeah, as you can see from the characters here, right? You can implement Kiki and Booba and these shapes into your character designs to give them more ability to share the story that you want them to share, or to tell the story you want them to tell, right? So you can easily just apply these traits over to these characters. This guy is sly, cunning. This guy's also friendly, but it's more like a mentor than a person who wants to be your friend, right? Wants to be your friend, friendly. Oh, I already have friendly there. I remember hearing of some manga author, Soul Eater, I think. What's up with the Soul Eater? Soul Eater mangaka. They like to make their character personalities opposite of their appearance. Exactly. That's also part of good character design, like doing the polar opposite of what they should be, because it also tells a story, but a different one. It something expectations, right? Okay, let's see. Uh, Wreck-It Ralph, yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. Examples for certain ones. This would be like Superman, right? Let's see. Superman, Ralph. For the squares, Superman is very is like a brick wall. Some would say he's like huge. He's very square. His jawline is very square too. For the aggressive one, for the triangle, I would say like Zero from Mega Man. I would say he's pretty triangular, right? For the round one, like a bunch of Pokemon, Mario, Fat Pikachu. People say I'm square, so does that count here? I think being a square is different from this kind of square. That's just like a terminology. People would, yeah, people give a different meaning, right? So let's see, Superman. Look at this dude. Look at how square he is. Look at this chest. Look at this. Let's go green. Look at this chest. That's giga square. Like his entire body is made up of squares. Rhombus Bros, where are you at? Good old Man of Steel. Like even the real dude, even him, Henry Cavill, he's also square. Look at this dude. Look at this man. He's giga square. Even though he's not like a comic book, this man still gives off the square vibes. And for triangle, let's go with Zero from Mega Man. Let's find a good image to give my point across. Look at this dude. That's probably a tiny image. Let's find a bigger one. What's a good one? This one's also good. He's mewing hard. But yeah, look at how many angles this dude has. Triangles, triangles. Even his legs are triangles, right? His hands are triangles. His hair, he is a triangle. His hair would make up a triangle, right? He's very angular. But also, if you look at his chest, it's pretty square. So characters can embody multiple shapes, but there's some prominent ones. There's some less prominent ones. He has boobs, yeah. The triangle here too. There's prominent ones. There's less prominent ones. So you would say that Zero is a really aggressive a really aggressive companion, who's reliable, and friendly, right? But since he's mostly comprised of angles, these traits would apply most. The would be the most applicable to him. He's aggressive, go-getting, cunty sometimes. He's DPS. He's sly. He's cunning. Bubo means friendly. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, Bubo does mean friendly. Bubo means friendly. So look, friendly. Bubo. Okay, let's continue. My other example would be Mario for the round ones, the round fellas. This dude is mostly made of circles. But which one is kill? which one is kill? This one he's mostly made of circles. Circle here, circle here, circle, 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 circle. Make them wider. But did you guys spot this? Did you guys spot this? Whoa. No freaking way. Oh wait, I think it's this entire half, actually. Do you guys see this? No way. No freaking way, bros. Did you guys see that? Even his straight lines are around cylinders. Exactly. Exactly. He's a very friendly, warm, welcoming character. That's why he's so popular because he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. What was it? I'm not sure. But Mario is a very nice, friendly, caring character. The M in his hat is asymmetrical in Mario 64. By the way, yeah. For some reason, that stupid meme became reality. It's amazing. But yeah, I would say Mario would embody these traits right here. And he's also like quite square as well. Did it? Yeah, yeah. It was asymmetrical. He's quite square, but he's mostly just circles. So that's character design or character design. That's silhouette. Are you saying Mario has round childbirthing hips? Exactly. Mario does have childbirthing hips. Next thing would be color. Let me get rid of all of this. Color. Oh, I don't have a text for this. Let me just rewrite this. Color. Color theory is the bane of my existence. Yeah, it's quite difficult, but I think the basis is quite simple. It's just that for art specifically, color theory with like getting warmers to cooler colors, stuff like that. That's pretty difficult. But the basis, as I am explaining right now, I would think this is fairly simple. So each color has its own meaning, like associated to it by like humans, right? Color theory, character design. So this is the base, right? Let me get rid of everything else. Dude, square. But yeah, just like offhand, would you associate it? Would you associate any of these colors with certain traits? I would associate red with like fiery personality, since fire is mostly shown off as red, right? Orange would be like friendly, welcoming. Yellow as well, friendly, welcoming, very happy, very cheerful. Blues would be a bit more reserved, a bit cooler, since it's a colder color, right? Greens are probably the most welcoming out of all of them, most down to earth, but that's kind of cheating, right? Purple means very cool. Yeah, purple means like royalty. Since way back then, the purple color was really difficult to get dyes of because you needed like a certain like sea slug to be able to find it. Yeah, Prisma is purple. That actually makes sense with your new design. Actually, you think so? That does make sense to me. Actually, I said actually twice. That's fine. I say a ton of times. But yeah, purples are usually associated with more royalty because back then the purple dye is difficult to find, difficult to acquire because it required very rare sea slugs or sea snails to even be able to be created. So only the richest, most powerful people would be able to utilize them, right? To have them as part of their stuff. So purple's usually associated with royalty. Red's associated with aggressiveness. Green's associated with friendliness. Blue's associated with cool personalities, reserved. Yellow is for friendliness. Purple's royalty, of course. Friendliness, happiness, warmth, right? Orange, yeah, warmth as well. Happiness, cheerfulness, stuff like that. It's just a nice, happy, warm color. Yay, Moody. Howdy, Jimmy. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, let's move on to this one. Ignore the things on the sides. Who cares about those people? But red is this is like what most people would say, right? I'm looking forward to this stream. Well, yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So right here, people would say red embodies strength, energy, determination, and passion. Uh, Orange is more fascination, creativity, deceit, enthusiasm. Yellow would I would say like happiness, energy, determination, passion. I wouldn't say strength personally. Green is safety, endurance, growth, healing. Blue is trust, loyalty, confidence, stability. Yeah, I would say that too. Blue's a very reliable color. Purple, power, nobility, luxury, ambition. Thank you for the subscription, Weiss. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate it. And there's also black and white here, right? Elegance, formality, death, evil. I'll have to watch the VOD. I can like sum it up for you real quick for both you and Jimmy. And then white is light, goodness, innocence, purity. Would you agree with these descriptions for colors? Because I would. Basically, Weiss, we just talked about what's a character design, what makes a character design good, which are these 4. And then we talked about a bunch about silhouette. We talked about who's that Pokemon, which is like just a testament to how good character designs are, how important they are, or silhouettes are. Who's this character? Who's this character? Who would this character be? And who's this loser? Look at this dude. Worthless. Yeah, no, he has such presence, no pun intended. And we also talked about shape theory and Kiki and Booba. Oh yeah, you can look that up in the VOD. So I would say that color is very good to for a character design, but I wouldn't say it's one of the, or I wouldn't say it's the most crucial element. Something more important, I would say, like actual art, is values and not color itself. Because color, you can easily, if a character design is strong enough, it can be any color and still work, right? I think we talked about this during the last stream when I talked about character design, right? You showed me Weiss. You showed me what's his name, the dude from Gundam, the dude with sunglasses and stuff. I said, hey, this character, he has such a great character design that even if you change his outfit color from red to a different color, it would still work. I feel if you lean too much into color, your design risks feeling stereotypical and generic. Yeah, I would think so too. Char, yeah, Char. That's his name. His design is so good that even if you change his colors from red to like green, like most of the important elements stay the same. The only additional parts are additions, right? So red represents strength, energy, determination, passion, right? Aggressiveness, fiery personality. But the rest of his character design is good enough that it carries without needing the color. But values are basically, let's see, values are basically the lights and darks. These are values, right? These matter more to a character's character design than colors. Because it doesn't matter like how good your colors are if they all blend into each other. They won't be able to convey what they should convey from here if they're all ugly and gross looking. So you need values to determine the strength of those messages. So values in art are usually used to separate different forms, different shapes, different everything. So you can tell, hey, this has 4 sides. One, oops. Let's make this red so it's same. 1 side, 2 side, 3 side. And then there's the floor, right? From these 5 values right here, right? You can tell this is the top side, this is the back side, this is the side, and then there's the floor, and then there's the shadow being cast upon the floor. So this is what separates all the different forms, the different surfaces of the shape. So if we go back to where is it? Who's that Pokemon? Side, yeah. Here, if we go back to Sonic, right? Uh, all the different values, if you make him black and white, all of these different values separate all his individual parts. Oh, there's the head. Come on. The head's over here. That's one thing. There's the eyes, which are very different. There's the mouth. And there's the gloves, which are huge, right? And they take up most of his silhouette here. But since they're different values, you can tell they're different. There's his legs, his shoes. Since they're so big, they require multiple values to show off how different it is. Okay, let's go back. Let's go for another example. This isn't exactly um, like part of character design. It's more of actually it is part of character design. Okay, so there is this character, Jeddah. We'll talk more about him later because I say that Darkstalkers has some of the best character design in basically anything. So this is Jeddah. He's this he's like a demon dude, right? Peak design exactly. He's a demon dude, and this is his sprite, right? He's mostly comprised of purples. He's basically death, yeah. He's mostly comprised of purples with a few other additional elements here, right? But the purples in this art are different values, right? Or not different values, different tints, different hues, but they all blend into each other because his values are very non-contrasting. They all blend into each other. So in the sprite, since they can control basically every part of the sprite, they ah they make each individual part of him distinct by giving it different values. So this block is his thing. It is belly, his pectorals here, the muscle under the pectorals. The great sprite work basically just separates all of his individual parts, right? So even though it's very flat, very little contrast here, the sprite work makes it good. However, when Jeddah was brought over to 3D through MVCI, they can't really rely on the sprite work being reliable, right? Because they can control every single part of his shading here. They can make his legs darker, his upper body distinct, his wings a different shade of a different hue, right? They can control every single aspect of that sprite. So when they brought him over, they added new things to his design, which are these gold parts to break up his silhouette, to break up his hues, and make him stand out more. So even in a 3D environment with different lighting, right? With vastly different lighting, vastly different colors, he can still stand out. I think that's a really great adaptation of his design There's a lot of like bad things about MVCI, but character designs, at least Jetta's and most of the Capcom side, they're usually pretty good. So these lines break things up so he can stand out more within the darker backgrounds and stuff. Come on, there we go. Just break up his silhouette. Oh yeah, that's the power of values to make the silhouette more distinct, to make it stand out more. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, wait, never mind. Let's do some more examples of colors. So, not just one, actually. The most the most powerful examples, I would say, are like Pokemon. Just like you can tell what their elements are just from their colors alone, or most of them, right? So this one's water. From their color, from its color alone, you can tell this is water. Sprite showed a really good portrayal for sure. This one's water. This one's grass. This one's fire. This one's water. This one's fairy, right? This one's steel. Just like at a glance, you can tell what type of a Pokemon is, and it gets more powerful uh, later on in the generations, right? Because it's less like real creatures and more like this is an animal with XYZ element. So right here, Orange Dragon clearly evolves from the orange lizard on the front. Yeah, that too. This Dragonite evolves from Charmander here. Howdy, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Is it fair to judge a Pokemon on a type that was added after it was designed? Uh, I'm not really judging it. And the Butterfree free evolves from Venonat, yeah. And this evolves into this too. But yeah, I guess you are right. Steel was added afterwards. But you can tell here, oh, this one's grass because of the grass, the green. This one's fire because of all the red, right? This one's fighting because of all the yellows and browns. This one's ground because of all the. I think that's ground actually. No, this is steel. I might be wrong then. But the original Stunfisk is brown and yellow because it's ground and electricity, right? This one's fire. This one's water. This one's water. Obviously, I was talking about fairy. Oh, well, I mean, it's, I guess so. I also thought about this because this one's steel, and steel was added the generation afterwards. This one's water. But yeah, like obviously it's not foolproof, right? What's this? This one's brown. It's not fighting type. This one's purple. I don't know what type that is. It's not psychic, right? This one's green. It's not bug type. I think it's also electricity. There's not very much yellow there. This one's pink, even though it's water type. Obviously, it's not foolproof, but it's still a good indication of hey, this one's bug electric. Okay, still a good indication of colors impacting your perception on a design. Rhyperior and Duraludon are good designs. Let me pull them up. Rhyperior. I mean, I should probably do this tomorrow, but maybe I'll talk more in depth about it tomorrow. Like, there's good designs, and there's designs that convey, or there's designs I like, and designs that convey what they're supposed to. Things can be things can be a good design, but I don't like it. Or it could also be you don't like it. Okay. I would say that Rhyperior here is a good, effective design, even though it looks ugly, right? It's clearly a rock type. It's clearly a rock type. It's very defensive due to all this protective gear. It has a lot of great offenses, I would assume, because of the horn here. These are cannons. There are only two pre-Gen 9 designs I hate. Yeah. It has like a big tail for more offense. These are cannons for more offense as well. I would say that this is a good, effective design. Even though it looks ugly, it's still a good design. This one's also good. But I think it leans too much on oh, this is just XYZ concept but alive, right? This is just a building. How does it move? I have no clue, dude. I have no clue how this dude moves. But he reminds me of Protectos. Nobody else will understand this reference. He reminds me of Protectos from Mega Man ZX. Nobody else will get this reference. Maybe Weiss, but that's it. It's not an XYZ monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! These two are basically the same thing. Fun boss. Oh, Salmon knows it too. Hell yeah. He's a fun boss, yeah. I think these two just combined together would make this guy. But yeah, he's clearly defensive. But since he's like sleek and not rugged, I would say he has both special defense and regular defense. He would have. I wouldn't hate Rhyperior, or at least not as much if it didn't evolve from. Yeah, yeah. I would agree. And um, from what I played of him in Pokemon Unite, he also turns into a cannon, which is really stupid. But I think it's kind of endearing. So like the fact that it's like a triangle, like we talked about earlier. It's a triangle. Wait, no, that looks like Mogera. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. What is this? Oh, this is Kaiju? Okay. He's so silly. He's so stupid. I hate these like live action Japanese stuff. Like tokusatsu and like old kaiju, like TV kaiju, and not the cool movie kaiju. There's a bunch of sharp bits, danger shape, yeah. He's like half triangle, half square. So you can tell. You can infer what you can with those shapes there. Godzilla movies were interesting. So bad in Godzilla, at least is kind of a joke. Interesting. I wouldn't know. But yeah. And you can tell like what types they are. This guy's rock, probably ground too. The other dude's like steel. Archaludon. Oh yeah, the new one. The Stooge's design is so goddamn stupid. I think this is a bad design. It does not convey anything. Well, let's see. Is the triangles? Is it offensive? But its body is very square. It's very square. I don't know. I don't like it. I think its design is stupid. I think it doesn't really convey too much information about it. It's supposed to lay down and turn. Yeah, I know that. I get that. But like, what can you infer from this design other than oh, it's a bridge with electric lines to connect the tips? This looks like a forklift. Can you touch on Flamigo, please? Flamigo is just a flamingo. I can't really touch on it. I have an urge to play into it. Flamigo. Like, what are its stats? Like, what can you infer from these stats? Or from its design for its stats? Is it actually a bridge? Maybe it has a lot of support effects. I don't know. Pokemon trainers are not forklift certified. Looks like it's gonna try to staple you to death. Yeah, like the fact that there's so many different meanings people can say here, and none of them are coherent. None of them like flow into each other. It's just stupid. This one's stupid too. It's just a flamingo. You can't really say anything about it. Stands on four legs when it uses moves. It's a physically bulky special attacker, steel dragon type. Physically bulk. I would never say that. I would never say that for this character. It doesn't look like a special attacker at all. It doesn't look specially or physically bulky either. Maybe specially bulky because it can redirect all the attacks. Uh, like using its stupid shape. Like it gets shot at and it just gets bounced off over here. And a signature electric type move for some reason. Why does it have an electric type move? Kind of looks like a plane if you look at the tail as well. Yeah. Yeah. It's really silly. I do not like it. No, 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 no. I do not. Please do not insult aeroplanes. But yeah, Flamingo. It's just a flamingo. I can't say anything about it. But it's a boxing glove, though. It's not a boxing glove. It's just a flamingo. I have no idea. I tried to shove a ton of concepts into the same evolution line. Gave it huge BSC too for some unknowable reason. Yeah, I think they know that it's a bad character design, and the only redeeming traits it could have are its stats. It's dumb. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. This one too. I don't like. This one I don't like even more. These are bad. Thumbs down for me. Thumbs down for Moody Presence. I mean, Charizard is a lizard. That's it. But it's a dragon. It's not just a lizard. It's a dragon. Dragon knees. But it's not flying type. I have no clue why it's flying type and not dragon type. Okay. Squirtle is a turtle. It is a turtle. But it's also a squirrel. That's why he's called Squirrel Turtle. It has wings, but it's a dragon. So it should be a dragon type. But it's fine. That's just Pokemon Squirks. It's a solid design otherwise. Solid design otherwise. Okay, let's continue. Emphasis. Emphasis is the next part because it's a tomb online, but Archaludon has 600 BST like pseudos. I like the Matcha Tea Pokemon and Klefki. Those two are fun. Those two are cute. Next is Emphasis. Let me pull up something. There we go. Let me remove this. Emphasis. In in Gen 1, Dragon type was only weak to Dragon type, I think. So Charizard would have been really broken. Yeah, but they should have changed it in a different generation or something. Weak to Ice too. Hmm. Continue, Senpai. I shall continue. So, Emphasis. I have only one thing I can share. Let me type it out first. I forgot to put this on screen. One thing I can share here. So, emphasis or exaggeration, as some people would like to say, is this. Why can't I pull it up? Can I just copy image? Oh, that's why, because I'm still locked in. This stupid meme. This is how I emphasize emphasis in character design. Where do you work out? At the library. So what can you infer from this? Sorry, just uh, you can tell that this dude's kind of stupid, right? Because he has a small head compared to the rest of his body. Big body, dude. You look huge, so that means he likes to focus on his physical. Right, he works out at the library. Yeah, this dude, he focuses more on the brain and not so much on his body. That's what I say about emphasis. So another example would be like Street Fighter characters. Let me pull up SF5. Let's pull up Jury. Uh, what's a good image? Yeah, this should be fine. Let's pull up Jury. So, like in Street Fighter, when like to emphasize, hey, these guys are fighting, to make for better and clearer, I don't know, gameplay. They like to emphasize the characters' hands and feet and how huge they are to aid in gameplay and character designs. So, like, compared to her head, look at how tiny her head is in comparison to her hands and feet, right? And this is part of emphasis. You know that hands and feet are the most important parts of the fighting game because that's what they use to attack. So they make these limbs bigger, these body parts bigger, right? There was a video I watched that referenced some jungle painting with a bird in it. Anyways, the color emphasis on the bird was really cool because everything else around was more unsaturated. Yeah, that's also pretty good. Circle's feet. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Bigmon. But yeah, that's emphasis. It goes kind of hand in hand with silhouette, right? Color is completely different from silhouette. Values is kind of silhouette too. but this one goes hand in hand with Silhouette. Like here, let me pull it up. Like you emphasize Cloud's huge sword, Highway Star Stand. I don't know what you're talking about, but Cloud's huge sword is emphasized compared to like the rest of his body. Look at how tiny his waist is in comparison. His big hair is emphasized. His big hands are emphasized, right? That would be able to add to a character's story. And like I brought up earlier as well, um, if a character is big, like fat, you can tell maybe he jodhpurs. I don't know what that is. But if a character is big and fat, that means maybe they eat a lot. They, I don't know. Yeah, they basically eat a lot. They don't work out. They're maybe stationary, right? Or if a character is Giga skinny, you can tell that they don't eat very much, or maybe they're some kind of creature. You can emphasize certain aspects of a character to make it more important, more prominent, to be able to make them work better. The name for Cloud's pants. There's probably a name for it, right? There's probably a name for it. Poofy pants. Cloud pants, yeah. Howdy, Hectic. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, okay. I should be back. Should hopefully be back. OBS just crashed on me. Let me fix everything up. I hope the VOD didn't cancel out or didn't switch over, didn't separate. Yeah, no, it was me. OBS crashed for some reason. Okay. Let's see what's next. Yeah, I think that's good enough for what makes for a good character design, right? Uh, Silhouette is the most important part, I would say. Next is color, then emphasis, which goes hand in hand with silhouette. And I guess maybe we should talk about bad character design afterwards. But first, hydrate. Yeah, I want to take a short break. Give me one moment, everyone. But yeah, give me one moment. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. To add on to emphasis more, I want to point out Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown is really good at emphasis. Really good at emphasis. Very extremely good at emphasis. Right? All its character designs are just peak exaggeration, peak emphasis. I really like it. It's great. This one. Wait, here we go. Look at this. It boils a character's design elements to the most to the most um what would the word be? The most essential parts. And then just turns that essential part to 11. So her most essential parts, this character, the Amazon, is of course the axe. So you got to get a big axe. And then next is muscles. Of course, she has big muscles, big thighs, and she has no outfit. She just has bikini armor. Key assets, exactly. Howdy, Hester. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. These are the most essential parts of Amazon here. Next is the knight. He has tiny legs. He has really tiny legs because the most essential part of his character is the shield and the armor. Even his head is tiny, kind of like this, right? He has no need for his head. All he needs is the armor and the shield. So that's what the character design is emphasizing. Uh, her. The most essential parts are the witch's hat, and of course, this, right? That's her most essential part. So they cranked that up to 11 because she's a magic user, right? She has no need for armor. She has no need for any kind of protection, right? I wish she'd turn me into a frog. Sorcery. Yeah, she's a sorcerer. Sorceress. Sorry. So they just made it so that everything else, who cares about everything else? She doesn't need anything else. All she needs is this and this. Like the boobs. The boobs. It's essential. It, is it essential though? It's essential because she's a magic user. Right? She doesn't need defense. She all she needs is offense. Legs too, I guess. Right? That's where the mana is stored. Very essential. Yeah, that's where the power is stored. Like I don't know how to. Hi, Ira. Ira, the Dragon's Crown fiend. The Dragon's Crown fiend. Please follow her. She's great. I'm just talking about character designs, Ira. But yeah, all she needs is offense. All she needs is magic, and maybe these would help with distraction, with being able to cast her magic better. People are too busy ogling her than attacking her. Stuff like that, you know. You can justify it any way you want. And this dude, he's just muscle. He's just muscle. That's all he is. Please stream more, Ira. Yeah. But yeah, that's exaggeration. Let me get rid of everything. There's also Magic Man. Magic Man's the most normal out of all of them. But you can tell that he's magic due to his robes and his huge hands. And an elf lady. She's also pretty normal. Boobs first, justification later. Yeah, exactly. Dwarf's arms in some shots. I remember it looking freaking huge. Yeah, like she needs her legs. That's all she needs because she's fast. She's cute. She's tiny. The rest of her is tiny. Cute shorts. Yeah. Okay. That's emphasis. That's exaggeration. Either way, it's good either way. Like whichever one you call it. Yeah, she's agile. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so next I'm gonna talk about what makes for a bad character design. So this is where I do some slander. Unfortunately, Spectre Salmon has to head out, so I'm not able to make fun of him for liking Xenoblade character designs. But you guys will, you guys will hear it instead. Okay, so the first two ways I would say that a character design becomes bad is wait, let me copy paste this. Let me copy paste this. There we go. First is too much. Is a bad thing. Notes, meltdown. So, okay, show of hands, who likes Xenoblade character designs? Who likes them? Genshin? Genshin is an odd thing. We can talk about Genshin later. But I would say that Genshin overall has good designs. Moody is about to call people out. Exactly. Okay, so BB1 likes it. Xenoblade 1's designs are good. I assume Prisma likes Xenoblade character designs too. Salmon says he does. PS1 Cosmos? Yeah. Xenoblade 2 Cosmos is ugly as hell. Shulk's underwear costume is a good design. No. I can say Shulk's clothes was a pain to draw. Yeah. 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 I would say that for most Xenoblade designs. However, there's sometimes when it's a good design in spite of that, in spite of being a pain to draw. And it's a bad design because of that. Stuff like Shulk and Genshin designs, I would say they're good designs, even though they're overtly complicated and they're really stupid to draw. I say this mostly as an artist, right? Oh wait, I forgot to talk about this. No, I can talk about it at the end of the stream. It's fine. Critter friends are adorbs. You can't really say much. I'll talk about these guys at the end of the stream. I'll pull up some stuff. Okay. So too much is a bad thing. Darkstalkers, yeah. Darkstalkers is fantastic, dude. I talked about Jeddah earlier too. Howdy Gorion, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Too much is a bad thing. So the main thing is that makes a character design bad is when it doesn't convey enough information and it staples on too much worthless information. Does that make sense? My examples are Xenoblade 2, Pyra, Mithra, and then what's his name? Rex XC2. Okay. I've got 50 snipers pointed at Moody right now. Yeah, go ahead. That doesn't make me any less right. Go ahead and shoot me, coward. Okay. So, too much is a bad thing. What I say about too much is if you're an artist, I say this as an artist myself. I don't want to draw any of this stuff. Look at all these worthless details. Look at this. You have this. What is this? What is this? Why is this sticking out of her neck? What is this? Why do you need like 500 different pauldrons that don't really protect anything? I can hear Rez yelling. Exactly. He's the reason why I made this Prisma. He's the reason why I made this entire stream in the first place. I shared this earlier. Where's my stream stuff? Pull it up. Okay, this stream, I was doing commissions. I was drawing Catherine, right? And then Rez was like, "Hey Moody, you should listen to this Xenoblade Chronicles X soundtrack." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I love Xenoblade Chronicles X. It has great monster designs, but the other Xenoblade character designs, like the ones that aren't monsters, I think they're kind of ass." And he's like, "Moody, no, shut up. I love Xenoblade. Xenoblade's my life." That's what he sounds like, by the way. I love Xenoblade. Stop slandering Xenoblade. But yeah. And then I started talking about how, sometimes too much is. I basically did this, but less concise. And more so in like an argumentative form. And this was like a year and a half ago, July 2022. This happened, and I was like, "Oh, I'll do a character design stream in the future." And then a year and a half later, this happened. But yeah, he's basically the reason why I made the stream in the first place. Rez should yell. He should be seething. But yeah. Basically, I would say that Pyra's design doesn't give me much information about her as a character, but there's still so much worthless design elements that don't add anything on her design. So all this stuff, I don't want to draw any of this stuff right here. Any of this. But why is it on her? What is all of this? What does it mean? What does it symbolize? What does it give to her as a character? I have no clue. And Xenoblade fans don't seem to know either. They just think she's hot. They just love this. They just love this part about her. Let me make it like blue or something. They just love these, basically. That's all they care about in her character design. All they care about are her boobs. That's all they care about. They also care about this and this. Who cares about the rest of her design? That doesn't matter. All they care about are boobs. Science fiction. But this is science fiction. Like Xenoblade is science fiction, but the only things I'm saying are science fact. This is worthless. This does not add anything to her. It does not provide anything to her character. If there were less gold parts, there'd be more emphasis on the boobs. So I agree with you. A bunch of moving parts that sort of look like they can shift around because she's a weapon turned human, turned woman. Is she a weapon turned woman? I wouldn't know. She looks woman with an outfit on. She looks like a stripper. Okay, from the stream that I did when I talked about her design, the only three things that I could I could glean from her design are she's round, so she must be caring. Look at her look at her face right here, her hair. That does pretty well with Booba and Kiki, right? She's pretty round, and she can wield a sword, so she's a warrior. But those two things don't really they don't really mesh well with one another. How can she be both motherly and caring and a warrior at the same time and have her outfit look like a stripper? Does that make sense? She also has fire powers. Yeah, that was brought up as well. Like she's red, she has fire. However, this isn't the fire color. This is like pinkish red, right? So it's more of like a friendly, a caring red. Gotta make money some way, yeah. Princess Tiara. Is she a princess? This does not look like a princess tiara. That's tiny. That looks like a headband. Her name portrays her fairly well, though. That's it. Not really, though. Pyra equals fire equals. Oh, hey, I have a fiery personality. I am a uh, an explosive tomboy, right? That's what Pyra tells me. But she looks like a caring, motherly, big sister type. Except that caring, motherly, big sister type is wearing a stripper's outfit. And she's also carrying a sword. So, like, it's pulling me in like 5 million different directions. They don't gel well with one another. And she has way too much worthless information, worthless stuff on her that I do not want to draw. As an artist, I do not want to draw any of this. I don't. I don't. The green doesn't help sell fire either. Yeah. But it kind of does sell like, oh, kind of friendliness. But it's like a seafoam green. Good criticism, but the overall result doesn't look that bad. Mithril looks more generic and bad, emo. Like overall, like people like this design because it's attractive, right? And like it's not just like she's attractive. It's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to word this, but it just looks good. It's pleasing to the eye, but it's a bad design. Imagine she be buying all of these exactly. You just have to throw away half the things on her. Just get rid of it. Who cares? Who cares? Okay. But yeah, that's what I would say. There's so much worthless elements on her. That's my main criticism. That don't add to anything. She's basically the same thing. What is she? She has a big sword just like her, right? She needs more clothes. Yeah, she does need more clothes. She has a big sword. What else? What else can I tell about her? Is she also a stripper? I don't know. She has nice legs, at least. Big boobs. What else? Blonde hair. Maybe she's like a princess. Is she a princess? Um, she has angry eyes. Is she the tomboy? What else can I glean? She's like a robot princess, maybe. Like a princess of a sci-fi Sci-fi world, maybe. Am I am I on the ball here? I wouldn't know. She's the blonde one. Is that literally her personality? Hey, who's this? Introduce me. Yeah, of course, Taurus. Taurus likes her because she's blonde. Pyra had some of Mithra's colors for no apparent reason, I think. Pyra feels somewhat distinctive, at least. Mithra looks like she has appeared in Sword Art Online and other. Yeah. Yeah, she's very generic. And the only thing that differentiates her is the worthless design elements, like I said earlier. Like this. Why does she have stripes on her outfit? This. Is she like a priestess, maybe? This is kind of like a priestess. I don't know, dude. I have no clue. I have no clue what any of this means. I'm just really frustrated looking at her design. I, I don't want. Who would want to draw this? Seriously. Who would want to draw any of that? All people care about with her are this, and this. Especially here. This stuff. That's all they care about with her. They're basically both sides or states of the same living weapon or something like that. That. Huh? Don't know, dude. The fact that Xenoblade 2 MC gets his own harem of Blade babes does add to the cheap isekai feel. Okay. Yeah, that does make sense to me. It is a gotcha too, right? So the fact that these people look like just strippers adds to the gotchaness. It's made to be flashy and make the simple eyed think it looks exactly. So true, Haster. So true. It's almost tokusatsu. But at least tokusatsu has outfits that function in real life. Though Kamen Rider does have interesting points to their designs. Yeah. Like you can tell what they're representing. But her, I don't know, dude. Like from Smash Brothers, I know that she has light powers. But other than her hair and the fact that her outfit's mostly white, I can't. I'm not able to get. Oh, she's she uses light. I like their different henshin belts. I don't know much about henshin belts. I'm sorry. Honestly, it puts me off from playing more Xenoblade games after greatly enjoying Xenoblade 1 and getting invested in the main cast. Yeah, Xenoblade 1 has pretty good character designs. Characters. Here we go. Like they still suffer from the over designed parts. Like they have like worthless patterns here. Like look at Shulk. He has all these what is this? What is this? What are all of this? What are these leg braces? Right? Why does his pants function this way? Right? What made the people in the world think to design pants like these? Is there any specific reason why they're all different colors? Why they're all different patterns? I know that some like tribes, right, in the like near the equator have very flashy, colorful outfits. But they're all still somewhat understandable, but not this. However, functionally, if you remove all of those elements and just boil them down to their basics, they all work very well. They're all very they all tell the proper story that they should tell. Right? Shulk is like boring. He's a protagonist, right? So he has a fairly like simple outfit. He has a vest, he has a hood, he has a sweater, he has shorts and boots. right? That's simple. That's he's a main protagonist. Uh, her what's her name? Fiora, Fiona. She's very skinny, so she uses her. I think she uses daggers, right? Swords. So she's like the rogue archetype. She gets in, she gets out very fast. I feel that elaborate designs with many patterns are like these are acceptable if they can be simple. Exactly. And these can be simplified and still be recognized, which is why they're good designs, unlike these. Unlike these. Because they still function as design. Clearly, where they come from, advanced society, civilization that wears drip. This is, I would consider this as drip. Maybe, maybe not like amazing drip. I would consider these amazing drip, but they're just overcomplicated. That's my main gripe about them. Like, but yeah, you can tell what she does. You can tell what he does. He's just a big tank boy. He like I don't know why his like shoulders and belly is out, right? But he's a square. He's big. He's reliable. He's a tank. He's defensive. He has big pants to add to his square look. His face looks so weird in both of these. Okay, enough of that. Dunban's like the swordsman. He has a cape to make him flowy, to make him look cool, and he has a vest to make his like arms and chest stand out from the dark black of the cape, which is kind of what I am trying to do, but the opposite. My arms and my body is dark, right? So I have very light colors in the back of the cape to make it stand out more. And I would say he does it very well. Dunban is a rectangle, therefore an evasion tank. Is he an evasion tank? I would say he's more triangle. I would say he's more triangle. He looks very offensive. I don't know if he's like an actual evasion tank. But evasion tanks are really cool, like just as a concept, as an archetype. I love them in Etrian Odyssey. Armband harkens back to Greek wrestlers slash warriors. Oh, that's a good addition. Thank you for that input. Her, I think she's like a gunner, right? She doesn't wear much, but she's hot. But she shoots a gun from far away, so she doesn't really need much. Maybe like to emphasize her legs more so she can run away. She has big boots, but that's it. She doesn't need much. Oh, she has the goggles here, so she can spot things from farther away. And she's a mage. Her outfit looks like a mage. Her outfit's pretty good. She's just mage. I don't know what he does. I don't know him. He's like gimmick character, Joe class. I'm not sure. But yeah, these designs are great. Compare that to and him, he's the most egregious one out of all of them. More like priestess, no? Yeah, priestess, mage, stuff like that. It all evokes magic. It functions well. It works well. It's good. But him, he's like the worst, most egregious one out of all of them. I just, this is horrible. This is infuriating. Have you watched? I have not watched Hunter x Hunter. No, I watched like one episode of the new one. Nothing else though. Da, 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 da. But yeah, what was I gonna say? He has a terrible design. He's the main character. He doesn't look relatable at all. Why does he wear boy shorts? Why does he have exposed thighs? He has big boots for no reason. He's supposed to be an adventurer, right? Why does he have these big, bulky, stupid boots for absolutely no reason? She's an offensive mage with some party wide buffs, lowest HP, and advanced playstyle. That makes sense. That makes sense with her. There's a little octopus guy, and designs like that bore me to death. I'm not sure why they do though. A lot of people like them. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Why does Sora? Okay, let's talk about Sora too. Sora is a good design. Sora is a good design. Compare that to him, to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Rex. So he's a kid, right? So he has a very childlike outfit. His mom probably bought him these clothes. So they're very big, they're oversized. He's gonna grow into to them or whatever. He has a bunch of chains because that's what kids always have. He has a bunch of chains. He has zippers because he can't wear them properly. He looks like a kid. His big boots are there for his silhouette. To emphasize, like he's like in a Disney World or whatever. To make him fit a little better. His hair is anime, makes sense. Most like main character anime characters have spiky hair, because people, even though they can't really style their hair like that, um, they can still relate to these hairstyles. And then the Keyblade is funky, but it works. You know that all these, because Nomura can't draw anything else. I mean, yeah, but it's also like that's part of the style. This is egregious. And even if you remove these chains, right? It's still a simple design. It still works. The only thing that is hard to draw are these repeating patterns here. All this stuff is that's the only hard thing to draw. Don't give me anything about design philosophy. That's just what Nomura draws. But he knows what to draw. He knows what to draw. Look at Donald's damn hat. It's still a hat. It evokes mage. Donald. Um Kingdom Hearts. Still evokes mage. Because this is like a fantasy wizard hat, right? It's blue and it has a pointy tail. Just because it has zippers on it doesn't make it any less good. You see this? Oops. Don't open up Discord. Close all windows. It has a zipper on. Yeah, that's fine. Who cares if it has a zipper on it? That doesn't take away from its design. It doesn't take away from anything. It's just an addition that Nomura wants to add. Well, how are you going to unzip your clothes otherwise? Like most like fantasy wizard hats, right? They're blue with a pointy tip, and they have like stars or spots on them, in white or silver, right? Well, replace the white or silver spots with these zippers, and it's basically the same thing. And it still has like his sailor uniform like silhouette there. It I mean it functions for Kingdom Hearts. Donald Duck. I mean, it could be a downgrade, but this would not function as like a playable character in Kingdom Hearts. AKA bad designs. A design you don't like can still be a good design. You can like these designs because they're hot, but they can still be bad designs. You're not trying to tell us we should know he's a mage. He is a mage. He is a mage. Look at his hat. His hat evokes mage. Look at his outfit. It evokes mage. Like a warrior wouldn't have a cloak like this. Like his anatomy might be stupid because he's a duck, so he could have like a bit bigger robes, but it's still he still looks like a mage. Genshinification machine and pulled it out midway through. Just extra accessories for no other reason other than Nomura liking zippers and belts. It's not just extra accessories because like if you remove the belts, if you remove this, it still evokes wizard. It still evokes wizard. If you remove this, it's still wizard. The accessories, they may be stupid. You might not like them, but they can be removed and the design does not suffer. Howdy, Ringo. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Honestly, character design is also determined by the medium. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I'll go back to it. Let's see. Golgo 13, I'm not sure what that is. Ikalgo is based. It's the style, the bouncer style. It's an acquired taste. The bouncer. It has a zipper on it. I actually love Donald's Cage hat. It's a good FFI's remix of it. Yeah, it's a good FF version of his sailor hat that makes it look like a wizard hat too. Count the zippers in World Ends with You. I can't say anything about World Ends with You designs. Um, the only preference, only with the preface of the question, what class is he? We would never know without that context. We would know. We would know because of the hat. It's the hat. The hat makes it good. If you remove the bad parts, it becomes good. Yeah. Well, if you remove the bad parts here, it does not become good. That's my point here. If you remove all the bad parts here, it does not become a good design. If you remove all the bad parts here, there's nothing. Howdy, Zoro. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. What class? He's a mage. He does magic. Golgo 13 is a cool old spy anime or assassin or something I forgot. A lot of Golgo 13 references in anime and manga. I'll check it out. I'll put it on my notepad. Okay, it's done. Okay, I think I could have guessed that. Yeah, you could guess that. This is just like when you said that the flamingo is not a boxing glove. The flamingo is just a flamingo. This duck has clothes on it. You can infer somewhat what class he is based off of that. And then look at he has bands on his arms. Like no melee class would ever wear bands like this. This is like armlets for mages. This is just Donald. This is just Donald. All his hat is telling me is that he loves Zelda, but that's still fantasy, right? That's still fantasy. That's still better than nothing. Nothing. The fact that there's information being provided here is miles better than the zero information here. The hat is magician. This duck wields Zeta Flare in a series where Giga Flare is usually the highest tier level of magic. You know how many more orders of magnitude that is? How much stronger is Donald than every other Final Fantasy mage? Please tell me. Character designs for games that use 3D models have a higher threshold for cramming in details, I guess. I will talk more about that in a little bit. What is this? Please, not the flamingo. Giga is. Damn, dude. Why is he strong? Just acknowledge it. This is just a flamingo. He's just a flamingo. It's a stupid design. He was the strongest magician until Final Fantasy 16. That's hilarious, dude. Imagine Donald Duck from Disney being the strongest magician in your anime franchise. Take out one letter and it's a Pokemon. It's a flamingo. It's a stupid Pokemon. Let me put it in the background. I don't want to see this in the foreground. There. Nobody will know. Nobody can tell the difference. That's hilarious, though. But yeah, you do get my point, right? There's still information that you can glean, even if it might be tiny amounts of information. Still better than this. Still better than this. Still better than this. But let's see, Ringo. I talked about this earlier. Color here. So I talked about Jeddah and MVCI. So Jeddah used to look like this. He's mostly just purple. These are Chinese gacha designs. It's still fine. It's still fine. Like Genshin has some of the most overcomplicated, stupid designs ever, but it still provides information. It's still good designs. But yeah, this is Jeddah. He's from Darkstalkers. His design is mostly purple. Ringo. And then you pull this up. This is his in-game design. The way they mitigate the fact that he's mostly purple is because they have the ability to manipulate his values at all times because it's sprites. So they can make each part of him distinct without ruining his overall color scheme, right? What's this? Okay, I'll read that later. But then Ringo, they put Jeddah in MVCI. Let me find his design. MVCI with color. Jeddah. They put him in MVCI, and he is a he's like a 3D model in that. And since they don't have control over every minuscule or every way you can see him in the game, they can't control it because he's a 3D model. He can be copy pasted and put into whatever lighting, into whatever background. Yeah, stuff like that, right? They needed some way to separate his design, all the purples. So they added these yellows to contrast. All these yellows are there to make his design pop. And so the purples don't just blend into one another, especially when things are dark, when things are all other everything else is purple. So it works. They changed his design for the better in MVCI because he's a 3D model. Like you might not like this design more than the original, but you cannot tell me that this is worse for this medium than the original, right? Grayscale conversion is flawed. Yeah, you just do this. You go make a new layer, set it to black. Do this, and then set this to saturation, and this makes it a better color conversion than setting things to grayscale. So you can see the colors pop out more. But yeah, the yellows just add to them, and that's like a good way to convert to adapt a character design for the better. But let's see. Let's read about Donald. For those unaware, let me show you how universe-breakingly strong Donald is. Flare is a spell type from Final Fantasy that is reserved for only the strongest individuals. Top level party members, top level enemies, main bosses, secret bosses are the main users of this spell type. So powerful that it's simply referred to as the nuke spell before. There are multiple tiers of Flare. Flare, Mega Flare, used by summons and top level enemies, mostly known to be used by Bahamut. Whoa. The strongest summon in the entire Final Fantasy franchise, although this is its basic form. You have Giga Flare, a stronger version of Mega Flare, mostly used by stronger versions of Bahamut and interdimensional demons and secret bosses. Above that, you have Terra Flare. This move is exclusive to the absolute most powerful versions of Bahamut. Like, you need to be the strongest in the Final Fantasy multiverse to use this. This is universe erasing stuff here. Then you have Zeta Flare. It is 1 quadrillion times, yes, this is canon, more powerful than Mega Flare. It is a move that only Donald Duck has been able to do in all of Square Enix history. Hell yeah, we love Donald here. Even though apparently he's trash in Kingdom Hearts 1. The Tron like gold trim on Jedha is a bit off theme. No, it works because he's like a royal, right? He's a royal, so of course it's gold because he basically already has it here, except it's like buttons instead of a trim. Works. Yes, this is canon. It's great. I'm glad Donald, just a stupid Disney character, is the most powerful in all of Final Fantasy. It's the best. It's the best. But yeah, let's go back. I already talked about this. I haven't talked about this. Okay, please tell me more about Rex. Why does he wear this outfit? Why does he have a diving suit on that doesn't cover his entire body? Why does he have big, massive boots when he's supposed to be an adventurer? Uh, he looks like a diving person, right? He dives, but why doesn't it cover his entire body? Why is it just half of a diving outfit? If I took the diving suit off, would he die? Would he die? 100%. That outfit is a pressure diving suit. Tell me about Rex. Yeah, it is a pressure diving suit, but why is his body exposed? I assume the other parts come on. But where does he put it? Where does he store the rest of the other parts? Is how he deals with the pressure of having to save them. I can see it now. that's that's so stupid. Damn, that's deep. But yeah, this is a stupid design. Why is it half a diving suit? Why is the rest of him exposed? You can't argue with it if it's how he feels. He needs black hair. This is how I feel, mom. He seems like a purple pink kind of guy. So I feel, mom. You have to make his smile angry. If it helps, grown up Rex just has a shirt. Yeah, grown up Rex looks fine. Okay, one moment. Say hi to my dog, everyone. but a bit NPC-ish. Let me look at his design. Rex Old Xenoblade. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. He's just like an older mentor type. It's just a good outfit. What is your dog named? I'm not gonna say my dog's name. But you guess my dog's name. Um, but yeah, this is a good, solid. I guess he's like a kind of older mentor type, um, main protagonist type of outfit. It works. He doesn't want to tell you he's named after you, Jimmy. Moody Jr. or Junior for short. Yeah, you got it. How'd you get it? But yeah, this is a good design. But this is a travesty. Like, their disasters should fall upon the person who designed this. Oh, why does he have a harpoon? Is that how he attacks? Is the harpoon how he attacks? But why does he have the swords then? Here. Yeah, this is Pyra and Mithra, right? But yeah, this is a dumb design. I hate this design. The only thing you can glean from this is he's a diver and he's a kid. But it doesn't work realistically because it's only half a diving uniform. It's really dumb. It's really stupid. Goes on a journey to save the world, gains no muscle mass in the process, has so much sex with his wives during the time skip, he becomes utterly ripped. You know what? Base TBH. But I still don't like his original design. Okay. Um, the next thing, I already laid on how much I do not uh like excessive character design. Too much is a bad thing. Let me reset display. Your dog's name is Astolfo, isn't it? You want bad designs? There's a million of bad VTuber designs to last years and years. Yeah. Let me pull this up. Hello, Rick. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let me pull this up. Where did I put it? Clips and videos? Yeah. Okay, I during my other stream, right? During the Xenoblade stream that I showed you guys. Or not Xenoblade, but like the character design stream, the original one from a year and a half ago. Someone showed me this from Xenoblade 2. Right. I was like, they were like, "Oh, Xenoblade 2 has good designs, guys. Look at this guy." I'm like, "Yikes, dude." Oh, that's the wrong one. Copy image. There we go. He looks like a perpetually pre-debut VTuber. You can tell that he just spends all his time on Twitter without making any content. Look at this design. Look at how it infuriates me. Bad character designs are just horrible. Someone copy pasted some dude's face on Ice Superhero's body. True. So true. So very, very true. Contentless design, yeah. Senko no Rondo Duo had good futuristic, fashionable design, but localization used watered down designs. What's this? Ronde Duo? I think I recognize this name. No, I do not. Yeah, they look good. I don't know what the localization used, but I also can't tell what they are. It just looks like anime designs. They're yeah. I can't really say much without going too deep into it. Okay, so next thing I want to say is uh, what when something is too much, when there's too much, it's a bad thing. But when there's too little, it's also a bad thing. So my main example here is Melty Blood. Now I understand why their designs are like this. However, when they made Melty Blood into a fighting game, they should have 100%. They should have 100% just changed the character designs to make them work. Oh, I can't copy paste from their website. This is dumb. Character designs. Type Moon Wiki. Why not Melty Blood Mizumi? They should have changed the designs for Melty Blood in the fighting game. Because right now they're just the exact same as the visual novel. What about this, Moody? Okay, yeah, this is dumb. It's the exact same thing as Pyra and Mithra, but even more so. It's like a worse version of Sora's outfit. There's nothing to be gleaned here. Why does he have pizzas in his book? What is his pizza cutter sword? What's his obsession with pizzas? This is terrible. But on the other end of the spectrum is too little. Too little is not good either. What can I glean from this guy's design? Perfect boot shape to collect water when it rains. Yeah, yeah. But how can water even get in there when his pants are an umbrella to protect his boots? Threads of Fate has a pizza cutter weapon. Is it an axe? I don't know what this is. Artist was hungry that day. They have pizza, a bunch of pizza, and a bunch of coins to pay for that pizza. And the book of recipes to create the pizza. What is this? This is a good design, Kitsune. Well, we can do this more tomorrow. The ranking, character ranking designs. This is good because it's just like a traditional, like kimono style outfit for a samurai, but with stuff added on top to make it different. There's nothing I can really say here. It was just promotional. The in-game sprites are perfectly normal looking. That's good then, at least. At least the video game isn't egregious. But yeah, this is good. This is good. Nothing like outstanding. Maybe the colors. Like this person's probably like not evil, but like edgy because of all the red and blacks. edgy samurai. That's all I can tell. I don't know if she's a dude or he's a woman because this hair at the back here tells me dude, but these braids tell me lady, and the flatness also tells me dude. But it's fine. It's fine. I assume since it's near and that you're the one sharing it to me, it's a lady. It's a lady. But yeah, that's it. Let's go back. Oh, also the piece of cutter sword is not actually obtainable or usable. Then what's the point of the promotional material? That's just silly at that point. Okay, what can you tell me about this dude? I think his name is Shiki Tono from Melty Blood. He's a student. He has bad eyesight. And he carries a knife. So I would assume that he's like a bullied nerd who wants to take revenge on the people who bullied him. So he kills them with a knife. It's a sword used by Evilist judges, apparently. I don't even remember seeing it in game. Okay, I understand. So it's just bad marketing. That's fine. But that's all I can tell from this. I don't know what other things I can glean from him from this character design. Like, what's his function in the video game? He's like a fast rush down. The only way I can tell that is because of the knife. And knives are usually, I go fast. I get in. But other than that, I don't know what his archetype is in the video game. He could be seen as a proper council president type. Yeah, that too. Because of his glasses, he looks like a professional, maybe. Not a professional, but like mature. But apparently he has superpowers. How can you tell he has superpowers? I don't know. I can't tell. His superpowers are based on eyesight. He has glasses, but that means that he has bad eyesight, not good eyesight, like his superpowers would imply. So, like, this character design does not tell me anything about what he does in the video game, in the fighting game. But it's probably functional as like a visual novel character. But in the context of Melty Blood, the fighting game, it's it's worthless. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay. Tell me. Hi. Tell me what's her what's her archetype in the video game. I have no clue. She looks completely normal. What does she do in the video game? Let's see. Her eyes are funky. They're red. She probably has some kind of magic. Her fingers are claws. So she's probably like a beast. But what's her archetype? Does she is she a rushdown? Does she like do finger swipes? I don't know. I don't know. And if she was just standing there normally without her fingers like this, you won't be able to tell that. You can only tell it from the character art, which in the game it doesn't even show her fingers. So what does she do? I don't know. I don't know. There's no information here for me to glean. Let's see. Apparently one of these is a grappler. One of these maids is a grappler. I don't know which one. They both look the same. Which one grapples? I wouldn't even assume they were grapplers. Howdy, Skeech. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Fingies. Which one is the grappler here? I don't know. I wouldn't know that they were grapplers if I didn't get like context clues from outside the video game. I would assume that maybe like she just smacks people with the frying pan, right? And she's like a long range type because of her broom. I wouldn't know. They both look the same too. Are they the same person? The only difference is their bow, the maid, the maid thingy on top. That's it. That's it. Okay. Tell me what this guy does. Tell me what this guy does. He has one of the better designs. He looks like a brawler type. He looks slow. He looks like he's gonna punch you right in the face. Right? I feel like they work though because you wouldn't expect them to be grapplers. Looks like a fighter. He is the grappler. Yeah, he is the grappler. This dude. But his body type and the fact that he looks like Ryu does not tell me that he's a grappler. He looks like he's just martial arts man. He punches you, he gets in. Maybe he does like Rekkas or whatever. He doesn't look like a grappler. But like you say that they work because you don't expect them to be grapplers. But fighting games, he looks like a KO boss, yeah. Fighting games, the way you design for fighting games is that you see at a glance what they do and you know what to expect. Let me pull up a tweet from Harada. Okay, let me. This is like a completely different topic, right? Actually, wait. Maybe I can just put it on screen. Web. Oh, it's still Christmas themed here. Lol. Lamau. Let me remove the Pottery line. Okay. Let me put this here. This is a completely different topic, right? This does not do with character design, or not entirely with character design, right? It's more so like representation for like certain races, right? Like fair representation. But it also talks about character design for like Tekken and stuff. Vast majority of Arknight's roster, you can't tell what they're about either. But it's fine because you don't need the split second glance because it's like an RPG, and they're characters. They're characters that you use. They're not enemies that you have to fight. Okay, let me read through this. This is a serious question, not intended to be answered from everyone. This question does not represent my ideology. I would like to hear from Native Americans in the Tekken community regarding the design of Julia and Michelle. I've worked on many character designs for my games, especially important to note that Tekken and Soul Calibur were born in the 90s and were originally arcade games. Arcade games require you to insert coins and move on to gameplay within seconds. Fighting games in particular needed to convey the character's personality and charm within a limited amount of time. This is a big difference from designing characters around narratives. Games where narratives are important can take their time and show the character's identity in the story, but this approach cannot be used for arcade games. You see this, right? This is fighting games. A character needs to convey their personality and charm within seconds. However, Melty Blood, the original game, is a narrative game. So you can tell what a character is in Melty Blood from the time you spend with them. However, they didn't update their designs at all for the fighting game. So, fighting games require this. Melty Blood is this, but when they turned Melty Blood into a fighting game. They didn't adapt anything. They didn't change anything. It's stuck to this, and you're not able to tell what the character is about at a split-second glance. So there's like a bit of a discrepancy there. There's a problem. And that's what I don't like about Melty Blood character designs. And then the rest of the tweet is just, as mentioned earlier, we're focused on designing a game that would convey the character's personality and charm within the limited time available in an arcade game environment. And yeah, the rest is just talking about what would be a respectable or respectful design choice to reflect their Native American heritage within seconds, without being stereotypical or being unfair, not good, stuff like that. But yeah, that's Tekken, that's Harada, that's my example. What I don't like about Melty Blood is that they aren't able to convey characters within seconds. The designs of the gameplay of characters within seconds. That's my problem with it. Vlov, he's one of the good ones. I say that as soon as I finish talking about race. Oh no, Moody canceled. Moody canceled. Okay. Let's secondaries need no apply. I don't care about being a secondary. I care about good designs in fighting games. Okay, Vlov is one of the good character designs. You can tell he's a mage because of his big baggy outfit and his like all of this stuff. It's easy to tell this. Typing up a twit longer right now, you're donezo, bro. You're donezo. But yeah, it's very royal. It's very not. It's not a physical thing, like all these design elements. Like he can't take a punch, right? So you can tell that he's a mage. He shoots fire and ice. What else? This lady is also good. You can tell she's also a mage because she's not even holding a weapon. Her weapon's on her back, and she clearly cannot take a hit. So she's a good design. And like it's all fairy, of course, that's magic. And in all of the what's it called? The fate designs in this, like Saber, Mash, Count of Monte Cristo, and Ushi Wakamaru, whatever she is. They're all good designs because they're actually functional. But all the Melty Blood specific designs are not good. Or at least most of them. She's good. The Miyako. She's good. You can tell exactly what she is, what she does. She's just in your face. She's a gorilla. Because of her kung fu outfit. And then, like, the thing that makes her special is her shoes. Look at those shoes. They're pink. You can tell she's like a little girl because of them. She's a little girl who gets up in your face and punches you to death. Simple. The gameplay is effective. Or the information is effective. Information given is effective. There we go. That's a better way to word things. I don't know about Alco. I think they have an idea of what they wanted to do with her. I just don't like how it's just a shirt and jeans. Personally. I think oh hey, she's actually magic. She's actually super special. But she tries to masquerade as a normal person. I think it works. I just don't like how simple it is. I think her other design, Alco, Melty, she has another design, right? I don't know where it's from. This one's good. Now that's a good design. Let me find the other one. Do you guys know what it is? How I'm supposed to like type it out? Alco. What's her other outfit called? The one where it's like her shirt is just like a button up, and she has her belly showing or whatever. It looks really good. It looks very magical, but still normal enough to work. Tsukihime. Here we go. Found it. This is a good design. She looks magical enough, but normal enough. She looks magical, but normal enough that it still works as a. Oh, hey, she's trying to pretend to be normal. Redshift? I don't know. I don't know if this is Redshift. I don't know anything about Type Moon or Tsukihime. I don't know anything about this franchise, about this company. All I know is that Melty Blood has bad designs because it's too simple. But this is a good design right here. But I think that's it for me. I don't have anything else. I said everything I wanted to say about character designs. I talk too much. It's only a 3 hour stream too. Not bad. Concise enough. I mean, it can be summed up in what, like a 10-minute video, 15 minutes max. But I did my best. Everything I wanted to say, all the shade I wanted to throw. Let me. Oh shoot! Never mind. Let me pull up the video game. I lied. There's still more to the stream. Okay. Darkstalkers. This is peak character design right here. This is peak. Peak. Look at these dudes. Look how weird they are. Look at they're all weirdos, and they all function well in a fighting game. It's amazing. Okay, let's go through them one by one. So much body type exactly. They're all weirdos, but you can tell exactly what they are from just a glance, and they all have their own stories. Look at this dude, Dimitri. His body type is normal, or normal for a fighting game. He's just big buff man. But he's dressed up kind of funkily. Let's do this. He's dressed up regally. He's very clearly a vampire from his outfit. Because of this, because of the glowing red eyes, because of the spiritual power, and the cape too. You can tell he's a vampire. But he's also generic, or not generic, but like he's also normal enough that he is probably gonna be a Shoto. No, he's gonna have a DP. He's gonna have a fireball. He's gonna have a horizontally moving attack. You can tell exactly what he is gonna do, and then compare that to him. Look at this dude. He's huge. He's huge. Oh, yo. What's up, brother? What brings you in today? Dude, you look huge. Hey, ladies. Um, but yeah, you can tell that he's going to be a grappler. He's going to grab you. He's going to do stupid stuff to you. He's going to do like 5 million damage to you because of how buff he is compared to the like comparatively normal looking Dimitri, even though he's already jacked. He's Jack, dude. But compared to him, he is not Jack. Like the peak of shaved male pro tags games era. Bad character designs for game spans from 2006 to 2015 ish. Yeah, kinda. One moment. Okay. Um, that stuff is usually because of formulas. They're boring because everyone knows what sells, and they just wanted to copy the most popular stuff. It's boring not because the designs are bad, or it's bad not because the designs are bad, but because it's boring. There we go. There we go. Roughly the peak and fall of Fang Zhu Band Massive Black School. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know if you're trying to make me say something bad. But yeah, back to Darkstalkers. This is he's huge. He's a grappler. Look at her. She's tiny in comparison to both of them. She's a cat lady. You can tell because of her tail, because of her ears, because of her big claws, big feet. You can tell that she's gonna go in. She's gonna claw you to death. She's like gonna be the rush down type, the low damage but a ton of hits. You can tell that at a glance. Look at this dude. He's probably gonna be weird because of his like relatively normal body type. Yeah, she's rushed down. He's gonna be like a relatively normal body type, but he has huge wings, like on both his head and his back. He's probably gonna use those wings to like zone you out or something, and he does. And what's with the arms here? Why is it red? I don't know. But you like after you look at his animations for like a split second, you can tell that those are like that's actually blood, and that he uses it to dislocate his arm so he can punch farther. They were concept slash art entertainment design schools for movies, but and games, but mostly games. I see. Interesting. Thank you for the information. But yeah, that makes sense. Um, Look at him, John Talbane. He's also an animal dude, just like Felicia. However, he's a lot more he's a lot more pointed. It's a lot more triangular compared to the friendly looking Felicia. You see that? I tied it in, bros. To shape theory at Patcher. Pointy boy. He's a very pointy boy. Yes, he's an extremely pointy boy. Actually, wait. I don't need to do this anymore. I can turn this off. There we go. She's pretty pointy too, if you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. But yeah, you can tell that he's gonna get in any way he can. He's like rush down, but giga rush down. He probably has ways to get in without you even knowing what happened, and it reflects his gameplay reflects that he has like a beast cannon, which just pushes him forward as a traveling projectile. He's like really fast too. It's a good character design, and you can tell that their body types are all different. Zero health chip type, yeah, probably, but he probably does more damage than her. I think, kinda, yeah. Who's the ultra annoying zoning character? Guess, guess. You can easily tell. The B yourself, kinda. She's more of a weirdo type. Okay. I hydrated. I don't know like a lot, like infinitely a lot about Darkstalker's gameplay. I just love the character designs, and I played the game for a little bit. However, her look at how distinct her body type is compared to everyone else. She's a weirdo. She's probably gonna do some weird stuff to you. She's gonna zone you out. Her her thing is also her um silhouette is also distinct. At least compared to the normal ones, not her clone, of course. She's gonna zone you out too. But she also looks normal, right? So she is the other Shoto, right? She's like the Ken to Dimitri's Ryu. So since she's smaller, she's probably gonna zone you out with her projectile, right? But she also has a DP. She has a forward moving, traveling attack, right? And then what else? She's also kind of annoying, but she's less like a zoning and more like a. She has big buttons, and she's also a little weird. But yeah, those are the from what I remember are these zoning archetypes there. Big normals, ironically. Shenko is my wife. She's great. I like her too. Hydrate. I'll hydrate again then. Red Riding Hood maybe looks like she can maybe pull out knives or guns from her basket. Yeah. Look at how unassuming she is, unthreatening she is from everyone else. She's very generic too. However, she hides a dark side. She's like Alco, right? Except not as boring. Or I guess she is kind of boring, but Red Riding Hood, like this is less boring than shirt and jeans. Alco, my wife. Yeah, but she's like her design's boring. But I like this one more to represent her. She has a gun. She does have a gun. She looks unassuming at first, but she hides a lot of dark stuff. Okay. This dude's like giga broken. Apparently, he's a weirdo too, especially with how his body type is. His upper body's really buff, but he has a tiny waist, tiny legs. I don't exactly know what he does, honestly. I just know he's broken, and he clearly looks, or he doesn't like clearly look broken, but you can tell he's probably going to be one of the broken archetypes, right? He's skinny, so he probably has less life, and he compensates that with everything else about his gameplay. That's what I would assume, because I haven't fought him before. Nobody plays him. Nobody plays him. Everyone that I played against, nobody plays him. He has like a command grab that turns you into a basketball. I don't know. We already talked about her. She's like relatively normal compared to everyone else. She's a hot lady. However, she has the bat wings that break up her character design. Look at this dude. This dude's also a weirdo, but he's big. He probably has big buttons, right? Apparently he's like the worst character in the game because he can't parry or not parry. I think it's parry. Grappler stance, yeah, grappler stance too. He probably grapples, but he seems to have like big buttons mostly, which this guy's clearly the grappler, right? This guy has to do something different to differentiate himself from him, and his thing is probably is big buttons and tricky gameplay, which his silhouette that works. Bee Lady, I don't know what she does. I tried maining her. I don't get it. She just summons bees and stuff. Has a command grab too. What's this? Flinty Stone. He's funny. He's funny looking. I don't know what he does. Queen Bee. Look at this guy from Beautiful Joe too. I like him. He's probably like a tokusatsu type deal, right? Her. To differentiate her, she's her. But to differentiate her, she has no boobs. So what does that mean? She's probably close ranged because boobs mean magic in most fiction. We saw that from Sorcerer, right? So she's close range. She has her fireball doesn't go nearly as far. Him, yeah, he's a tricky guy. He's a circle. He's caring. He's friendly. You can tell that from his design. So he's probably going to be like the Joe character. So he has like a bunch of tricky movement options, but he also has big hands, so he can grapple. Absolute unit, yeah. Okay. Uh, One thing. So, Capcom only has two Canadian characters in their entire lineup. One is this guy, moves are magic. Yeah, living cannonball. Yeah, he charges at people. Capcom has only two Canadian characters in their entire history. One is this dude. He's a Sasquatch. He's a weirdo. And the other one is also a weirdo. Abigail from Street Fighter. Look, he has a maple leaf on his hair. The only two Canadian characters in Capcom's entire lineup are weirdos. That's what they think of Canadians. And this is what they think of you. You leaves. They both scream Canada to me, yeah. Abby is Canadian, yeah. Look at his maple leaf hair. uh, they are correct, TBH, yeah. They are 100% correct. It's what all Canadians look like. Let me get rid of this stuff. I never noticed because SF5 is so ugly. SF5, it has its ups and downs. It has like the best Chun Li ever, right? Everything else about it is a little kindly crushes you like a crumpled newspaper. Yeah. Koma, my husbando. Kishimi Koma. But yeah, SF5 has its ups and downs. But yeah, that's Sasquatch. He's a weirdo. He has he has only four fingers on his hands, but he has five on his feet. It's weird. But he is 100% a friendly character. He's more of a joke than anything else. Uh, but you can easily tell because the character design conveys that. This dude is the sword guy. You can tell because he has a sword. And he's like relatively normal. And he's like cursed, right? Because of his demon armor. Pretty simple. Pretty normal. I think like out of all of these guys, I would say that he is the weakest design wise. But it is like Japanese representation in like a Japanese franchise, so I think he works. He's good. I think he's also a Shoto, right? He has a fireball. He has a DP. I don't think he has. He probably has a forward traveling horizontal attack. Sword guy with sword. But yeah, he has big buttons, bigger buttons than everyone else, or not everyone else, but like all the other Shotos. But since he's demon, he also has like stuff with health. He drops his health for bigger attacks or whatever. She's also weird. She has big hands for big ranged buttons gameplay. Right? What can she be hiding in those hands? She has everything in there. She throws a bunch of stuff. She has bombs. She has knives. Everything. That's her archetype. It's pretty clear because of the hands. This guy, he's fairly normal. He's fairly normal looking. He is like a swamp creature, like a water creature, right? However, his body type is like normal compared to all these other weirdos, right? He's just big buff man. However, his character design makes him look sleek, makes him look fast, so he gets in. He gets in. That's his archetype. He's fast. He also has like bubbles, which work because he's water. He's aquatic, but you can tell because of how sleek and hydrodynamic his design is. It's good. It works. This guy's also weird. Blanket water type regional variant. I don't think he has charge moves. I think I don't know these characters well enough, like gameplay wise, to know if any of them have charge moves. This guy, I think he has charge moves. He is literally just Guile Sprite, so he probably does Sonic Booms or whatever. He's probably a charge character if I were to make an assumption. This guy's weird. He shoots lasers. He has like big metal stuff. Pyron is cool. Pyron is cool. You can tell because his character design is good. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate the same thing over and over, but it's good. Pyron, I don't know why they use Guile Sprite for him, but this is Guile's pose. He's like supposed to be this fire demon from outer space, but he's just like brawling up in your face or whatever. I never played a game he's in, so I don't know. It's based on a Dogu Arabaki. This guy, Huitzel. Yeah, he's like South American. I don't know what Dogu Arabaki is, but I would assume it's the yeah, Dogu, the doll. Gotcha. Understandable. Good. Solid. Swell. Fantastic. Effigies of ancient Japanese gods. Yeah. It's good. Okay. This one. This guy, he has a sword. Big sword. So he probably uses it. But he also has these monk beads. So he has some kind of magic. But he's strong. He's buff. So he doesn't rely solely on his magic. And he's posing kind of funky. Pre-Buddhism Japan. He's posing kind of funky. He looks like a JoJo character. JoJo character? Oh, he probably does stands. Whoa. And he, of course, he has stands. Donovan is a cool character. He's great. He mostly does magic stuff, but he's buff. And he summons stands. That's it. You guys just want to look at Capcom Fighting Collection? Let's do that. Let's just look at the art. Let's admire. Let's admire Capcom Fighting Collection.
Capcom Fighting Collection.
Capcom Fighting Collection. I have the Darkstalkers art books because they're so good. Look at how beautiful this is. There we go. Look at this. I love Bengus. I don't know if this is Bengus. This is Gouda cheese, I think. I love his art style. Oops. No information here. Let me pull up my art book. I mean, I think it is good. No, Bengus is Gouda cheese. Love this art book so much, bros. Yeah, it is Bengus. It is Bengus. Look at all the soul. Look at the blues. I love the blues. I love the blue shadows. Fantastic. Look at how distinct the characters are. And I love how best Spider-Man ever. Spider-Man. I love old Morgan where she just has eye bags. It just makes her so much more distinct than Hot Lady Morgan from now. Yeah, look, she has eye bags. See, even here, she's like Hot Lady, right? But she's still a weirdo because of her hair, because of her wings, both sets. Dimitri. He's just big buff, man. Look at how weird and gangly his anatomy is. He does not look human. But you can tell from his pants that he does have humanity in him. He's a martial arts wolf, man. He's so cool. And look at how gangly this guy is, too. But he's a different gangly than him. He doesn't even have a torso. It's just a spine. He's such a weirdo. And look how huge this dude is. I love the proportions in all of these. How unique and distinct everyone is. Let's just peek. Where are his organs? Exactly. Where are his organs? Why are his boobs so big? And Hot Lady Morgan. She's a lot better here than she is now, honestly. And look at this. Look at this. The mastery over space and form that Bengus has. You can tell just how thick and huge each one of this guy's parts are. Look at how square his fingers are too. The Mummy Returns. Howdy Fuzz, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. We just finished talking about character designs and now I'm just praising Darkstalkers for having peak character design. And Felicia, of course. She's also Hot Lady, but her hotness is not emphasized in this first part. It's only emphasized later on because that's all people focus on, right? But her focus is on the cat aspects. Because that's, look at how at the forefront this is. Felicia, my wife. You have so many wives, Ricker. Her cat aspects are at the forefront rather than her hotness. And this dude, his sword is at the forefront. And he has spirits too. Like, I like his design. I just think he's like the most boring out of all of them. Bishamon. Being able to tear you apart is part of her appeal, yeah. And like her hair is blue, which makes her distinct. But why is her hair blue? Isn't it because she dyed it because she wants to be a pop star? The fact that you have to ask that and that you get an answer is part of great character design. Bishamontan. No, he is Bishamon. Like his wife was killed or something, and he wears a suit of armor and he can see his wife or whatever. He's out for revenge. And then look how sleek this guy is. He goes fast in the water. Dude, you look huge. Bigfoot man. Weasel. Weasel's just nice and calm. He's just a dude. He's just there. What's his name in the original? I don't know. Bishamontan. Japanese god of war shared with Hindu, I believe. Interesting. The hatching, yeah, the hatching's fantastic. Like he does hatching on all of them, right? But he does different hatching depending on which parts of the body it is. So it works. This guy has like the most hatching out of all of them because he's like a stationary object. He is carved as such. So all of these notches represent all of the sculpture lines or whatever. He's one of the fellas, but like a calm fella. Exactly. He's just there. And he's round, so he's like nice and friendly too, even though he's like evil and he's being controlled by this man. I love this green. The green and the yellow just works so well. I think in the art book, he was like lamenting the fact that he just put a bunch of black down in the background. Let me check. Makes him look so solid, yeah. Let me see. Oh no, never mind. I like the detailed flames. I think it's in a different one. I believe I redrew this once. It's a different art piece where he was lamenting that he didn't really do well. Sorry, one moment, I'm just going through my book. Darkstalkers is just like peak characters, isn't it? Not that one. Okay, never mind. It wasn't like the black. It's one of the what this is Darkstalkers Night Warriors? So Darkstalkers and Night Warriors is basically just Darkstalkers. Like the same story, except they added more characters. This is one of the other ones. I don't like this one as much as the original because it's just monochrome. I love the green in the other one. I love all this, like, I love how cool this palette is. It's so good. And Hot Lady Morgan. I think she got like an outfit in MVCI that's just this, which is great. The fact that they remember is fantastic. Look at his ass. He's so toned. And Sasquatch and his family. Okay, this one. He was like, oh, I don't really like how these outlines look. I don't like how these outlines look. He just like haphazardly put a bunch of waves on there. Keeps his young in his mouth. I think that's just him playing. I don't think it's actually in the game, but I'm not 100% sure. But I really like the pose on here. how solid the form is. You can tell. You can tell. I just really like all this art. But yeah, he was lamenting about the outlines here. See, look, it says I drew all the wavy lines around him to represent the heat coming off of him, but it looks so bad I can't help laughing at myself now. And this is not Bengus. This is Ikano. This is Ikano, not Bengus. I think they switched artists. Yeah, they switched artists here. Ikano tried to copy the blues of Bengus, and I think it worked well. This is a really good art piece. Have a good night, Suzuki. Thanks for hanging out. I really like this one too. He's just huge. I love the form here. I just love the blues, the blue hues in all of this art. I should probably copy that, honestly, but I usually go in the direction of pink. Maybe I'll try blues. Because it's so nice. So nice. Oh, love this pink and blue. Pink and blue hue. The mix of the two. Fantastic. Fabulous. Amazing. This is really good. I love her eye bags here. This is a nice piece of art. This one's really nice too. I just love Darkstalkers so much, bros. I think her name is Anita. She's what's his name's sidekick. And the fact that she's in the gameplay too shows that, hey, Donovan is gonna summon more people. Capcom art is the best. I love Capcom art, Ira. I'm glad you agree. This art's great too. I love the Morgan in particular. Those eye bags are fantastic. I don't know if I like this washed out Pyron. I don't know if I like that. And these are scans of the arcade stuff. Okay, let's see if there's any charge characters here. No charges here. Oh, he has a 360 command grab. Oh, he has a flash kick. Mr. What's his name? Victor? What is that? Is it down up? No charge needed. And this one has a charge need. This one has a need for charge, sorry. Forward and back in 2 punches. Oh, whoa. Up to forward plus punch. Back forward plus punch. You have a favorite Capcom artist? It's so funky. Bishamon. Oh, he has a sonic boom there. Down, down, plus punch. Okay. Oh, character design on it. For everyone. He has huge balls. John Talbane's so cool. I love his body type. The huge upper body This guy's so weird. This guy's huge. Okay, that's enough of that one. This one, they switched to digital art. And this was all done by mouse. Can you believe it, guys? This was done by mouse. Oh, did you guys hear that? That was me being hungry. I should probably go grab something to eat. I spent too long here. I spent too long here. Oh. I think it lost a bit of its charm with the gangly body types, different ones, but it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. It's a different art style. I like how soft he is here. Nishikatsu. Isn't this the he's like the first artist here. Yeah, he did Seventh Dragon. I think that's it. Seventh Dragon and 999. I'm pretty sure. This looks very 999. Oh, this Morgan looks very good. Howdy, Thunderbird. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. That's a great piece of art. But yeah, this was done by mouse. Can you believe that? I can't do this on not mouse. I think there's a clear lack of color here on the teeth. This one's really good though. She becomes more friendlier, more and more friendlier over time. Because of like how popular she became. He looks like he has a mustache. Like a handlebar. I don't know about this. I don't know about this pose here. Doesn't really work for him. This works for him. He's very friendly. He's a good boy. This is really nice too. This one's good too. But yeah, most of this is just them, not in like an action pose, but more like chilling, calm day, doing whatever. Maybe maybe someone was like, "Hey, let me take your picture," and they all do like a pose. Some people just ignore it. This is good art. This is good art. This one too. Oh, this one is this one. At a different angle. Man, so much personality in all of these. Oh, this is it. I like this one too. There's a lot of personality. Oh, it's the same thing, but with Lilith and PB Hood instead. And that's it. That's all for Darkstalkers. And that's all for me. Actually, before I let me put on a really good piece of art. Not this one. Capcom Fighting Collection. This one. I love this piece of art. So good. It's fantastic. I love all the colors and textures here. The outlines on the shades. Love this. Chisato Mita. So lovely. I wish I can have like a poster of this. I wish I can have the actual thing. The actual like paint program. The file here. Oh, look at Victor. He's just blue here. I want to do this. I'm gonna do this. My next art project is gonna be this. I'm gonna do this. You should be at the middle. Maybe it should just be like a Guilty Gear thing. Maybe like VTubers. Look at Jeddah over here. Look at I'm gonna do this. This is my goals. But yeah, I love this. Thank you for watching, everyone. Who do we raid into? Guild T-Gear. Howdy Tower Shield. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I hope you got the chance to watch it. I don't know if you were lurking or not, but you can easily just watch the VOD if you missed it. It's okay though. I appreciate you stopping by. But let me advertise this first before I raid into something. Tomorrow I'm gonna do something similar to today, except I'm gonna be ranking your designs. So please, if you would like, reply to this tweet with a favorite character, a favorite VTuber, or you, like a picture of you. Please reply so I can rank it for tomorrow, rate it for tomorrow, critique it for tomorrow. It'll be around the same time. Sending them in during stream, yeah, that should be fine too. I'll do like a redeem for that. I'll probably need it because I don't know if like, I think that's 10 replies. Yeah, 10 replies. Yeah, I'll check out all of this stuff. Since I don't use my Twitter. That's fine. That's good. But yeah, please, I would implore you to respond so I can take a look and I could give you ideas. Thank you. I really appreciate it, everyone. Who do we raid into? X.com. Any artists in chat? Skeech, did you reply? I'm sure you did. Yeah, you did. I'll definitely take a look at that. I really like your design, Skeech. I guess I will be raiding into Hype. Pretty sure I did. I don't like it. Tear it apart. No, it's good. It's good. The only thing I don't like, personally, nice Marcel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. The only thing I don't like is how monochromatic it is. But I think that's part of the bit, right? You're like a cyber skeleton or whatever, with a bit of Jiube mixed in. So I can't really say anything about the colors. The silhouettes, otherwise, are pretty good. They're very distinct. That'll change with the update for sure. Just make sure the silhouettes are distinct. Like what I said earlier. My main tips are just tell a story with your outfit, and make sure the silhouettes and colors and the things you exaggerate, make sure they line up to tell the proper story. Unlike all the things I critique. Okie dokes. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll raid into Hype C. Unless, yeah, no other artists. Thank you for watching, everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night. This is the raid message. Dun, 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 dun.